ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Brady now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next score, Buccaneers 7, Washington 0. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And some space here. He's hit the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stop.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Deron Payne, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. waiting from the gun. Brady steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And some room to work. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 126 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. Again he finds an opening. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Heineke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Fournette running out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll run with Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now Brady again. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Fournette again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Washington 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shots?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right.
Here's a diving catch right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington 14. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down throw for Heineke. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Now Brady to try again after the pick-6. Going up top for Miller. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Heineke. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for Washington touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 205 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Heineke to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7th. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. My goodness, 232 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now Heineke.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just went. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the